Hi there everybody, great to be with you all again. Yay! So let's see. Announcement first. Next stream is on Thursday, which will be the 11th of January at 3:45 p.m. UK time. Hi there to everybody. Hi to Oksana. Hi to Bogdan. Hi to Yuri. They've been trying to deflect me, but I deflected. Yes, Yuri. Don't worry, Yuri. You keep asking because you will get this. Okay, so hi to Yuri. Hi to Vitali. Hi to Renyard. And hi to Manji if she's still there. Okay, so... let's start. Let's see, we were doing this article about, Mars attacks, about this radio program that upset lots of Americans because they thought Mars was really being invaded by aliens. And they're wondering if this was, most of it was hype or if it was real. So, let's see. Mars attacks. What then followed was a regular music program, familiar to listeners, interrupted by a series of increasingly frantic, hectic, excited, fierce, simulated breaking news bulletins. Hi Adam, lovely to see you. Hi Bogdan, yes. So we've got some answers already, this is good. Okay, yeah. So, frantic, hectic, excited, or fierce? So, let's look at these. Fierce gives an idea of ferocious. A fierce dog. Yeah? A fierce interviewer. Excited is when you're having fun. But I think in this case, they think that it suggests they're being invaded by Martians. So they're not excited. I was excited because my team's going to win. Hectic talks about very, very busy. People running backwards and forwards. So life is hectic. Yes, exciting is positive. Hectic means busy, very, very busy. Whereas frantic, if somebody's frantic, they are very, very nervous. They're extremely nervous. They're extremely worried. They're extremely upset. So we got frantic for Bogdan, frantic for Vitali, and frantic for Oksana. Yes, frantic. Yeah, where people are absolutely, they're frenetic. Yeah. Increasingly savage. Savage is like fierce. Frantic is when you're frantic, you're really, really, really worried. Yeah? You're terrified about something. That's frantic. Okay. I frantically looked for my car keys. The hectic pace of New York City. That's good. That's good, Bogdan. Okay, it's frantic from Renyard as well. That sounds great. So, and copy and paste. And because this isn't going to fit otherwise, copy and here comes the next one. The actors depicting, portraying, illustrating, presenting reporters and government officials breathlessly described the arrival of the alien invaders, and these descriptions were combined with chillingly realistic sound effects of the aliens' deadly heat rays and the destruction of entire cities. Hi Ronan, lovely to have you. So, this looks pretty good as well. The actors presenting reporters. No, somebody presents a presenter, a news presenter. Yeah. Depicting a portrait depicts what a person looks like. A photograph depicts a scene. Imposturing. the audio director get awarded for his job? He became very famous for it. Okay, depicting is showing, portraying. An actor portrays a part, so it's got the idea of representing. And yes, to portray. Portraying. Hi, I'm supposed to be studying. The actor's portraying. Yeah, a portrait portrays, but to portray, to represent, to show. So we got portraying from Oksana, from Bogdan, and from Vitali. Imposturing. It's a good invention. Impersonating. Yes, the actors impersonating reporters. Normally impersonating is where you do this to try and trick somebody, to make, and in this case it's true because the actors are portraying the reporters, but they're impersonating them as well because they're making people believe they're real. Hi Thomas, we've got Thomas as well who goes for portraying. So welcome to supposed to be studying, and Thomas as well. Playing reporters. Playing the role of reporters. Yes, if you just said playing reporters, it's not clear. Simulating. Yes, simulating's a good word there, Renyard. Let's go for the next one then. The effect was compelling and terrified listeners. The drama's documentary style and naturalistic dialogue meant some even mixed up, miscalculated, mistook it for a real newscast. Dewash, yes, portraying. Acting the goat. No, acting the goat is what you like to do, I think. Acting the goat is messing around, Yuri. So Heidi Wash, portraying, yes. Idea of. Okay, it's called an intrusive R. So, yeah. One or another. Yeah, it's an intrusive R. It's part of, so look, if you listen to the idea, the word idea, it might have an R sound. Idea of. It's a way of pronouncing. It's called intrusive R, studying M. Okay, so mistook for Vitali, mistook for Bogdan, mistook for Oksana, mistook for Dewash. Tomek, lovely to see you, Tomek. Okay, Tomek, yes, now I know who you are. Hi, AK. Does mix up fit? Mixed up. But no, okay, notice, mixed it up. Not mixed up it, Renyard. So it doesn't fit because the it needs to go between the mixed and up. Mixed it up for, or mixed it up with. I would probably say mixed it up with. But not up it. Mixed it up. It's got to be it up. So mistook. So we've got mistook for for Vitali, for Bogdan, for Oksana, for Dewash, for Tomek, for more and more, law and order. Thank you. Yeah, these are more intrusive R's. Mixed it up with. So mistook it for, to mistake something for. Mistook. They thought it was something else. Yeah. Okay. I hope that. I hope the video is still playing. Mixed it up with. Absolutely. Okay. Can you still hear me? Hi, Patricia. Great to have you. Good, as long as you can still hear me. That's great then. I was worried about that. So, we've got answers before I finished. Okay, so we've got, let's see, newspapers later reported that anxious listeners, believing that the end of the world was expected, brewing, oncoming, imminent. The word I wanted to use was nigh, N-I-G-H, tried to flee their homes while others gathered weapons and prepared to defend themselves against the aliens. Okay, is looming on the horizon. Brewing, something is brewing, yeah. It is coming, is, well, a storm is brewing. The world was brewing, the world was making beer. Okay, there was a glitch, but it's fine now. That's good. Thank you, Oksana. So we've got imminent for Vitaly and Dewash. We've got imminent for Bogdan and Adam and inexorable. Was inexorable. Yes, it works, Bogdan. I like inexorable. Is looming, is on the horizon. The end of the world was brewing. Okay, a storm is brewing, you could definitely say, is ominous. Was ominous. No, ominous, if something ominous, it looks bad, was oncoming. Was coming towards them. I think, let's see, I think Oksana, I think imminent is much better. I'm more happier an oncoming car, oncoming events. I would say forthcoming, perhaps. I always think of oncoming as a car that's coming towards me. Oncoming, moving towards, imminent from Renyard, yes. Inevitable for Bogdan. There has been a glitch, yes. Or there was as well. Both Yuri. Imminent for Ronan. Impending. I like impending from Vitali. Imminent. Thank you, Patricia. Yay. Hi, Sajid in Pakistan. Imminent. Hi, Sveta. Was impending. Yes. There was. It lasted just a second. It no longer is happening. No need for present perfect. I think that's a good explanation, Oksana. On the brisk of the world, on the brink of the end of the world, on the brink, on the verge, could be discerned in the distance. Imminent sounds too general, too philosophical. Was oncoming, was imminent. If something's imminent, it's about to happen. The storm is imminent. The storm, the arrival of the president is imminent. Yeah, I think oncoming it works, but I prefer imminent. So anyway, let me go for imminent because I'm sure it's the one. Was imminent. Was brewing. No, was imminent. Okay, so Welles, yeah, this is the director, Orson Welles. Welles, ever the raconteur, bard, gossip, magpie, orator, made big claims about the lasting impact his show had on shaping public opinion. Near. I think you're right, let's study. Hi, White Stripes, great to have you. Okay, so Welles, ever the raconteur, bard, gossip, magpie, orator, made big claims about the lasting impact his show had on shaping public opinion. Was announcing its appearance, definitely Patricia. So, Welles, ever the... If something is inevitable, you can't stop it. Whereas imminent means it's going to happen soon. The grey clouds show that rain is imminent. But something that's inevitable, it could take 100 years, but it's going to happen. So inevitable means impossible to avoid, but it doesn't say when. Imminent means going to happen very soon. Okay, so we've got ever the orator for Bogdan, raconteur for White Stripes. Ever the structure. Okay, it means he always does this. So Alex, ever the teacher, was explaining the vocabulary people were using. Okay, it's something that he always did habitually. Wells, who was always, and this ever, it's got this idea of who was always. I don't know. The leader, ever the dictator, ordered the execution of the prisoners. Okay, so we've got orator for Bogdan and raconteur, orator for Patricia, raconteur for Oksana, and raconteur for Vitali. Okay, so in this case, let's see. A magpie is a person who collects things. A magpie is a bird that collects shiny objects. So it's not a magpie. Ever the gossip, but he's not a gossip either. A bard is a poet. I think Shakespeare, ever the bard. And an orator is a person who makes speeches. But Wells is a director. He's not a he doesn't make speeches. He tells stories. Raconteur, storyteller, spinner, yarn spinner, spinner of yarns. That's the idea, Patricia. Yeah, the ever. So, Alex, ever the teacher, explained the difference between the words. So he's ever the raconteur. Yeah, he's it's something he always does. He likes to be a raconteur. The fivety gibbet is somebody who maybe talks a lot and gossips as well. But ever the raconteur. A raconteur is very positive. A raconteur is somebody who's always telling stories. This is a French word, raconter, to tell stories. Yeah, so he's ever the storyteller. He's somebody who's interesting to listen to because he's good at telling stories. Okay, and let's continue. Phone lines became stuck, swarming, jammed, overcrowded, brimming, as alarmed listeners tried to call police and newspapers to find out information or to get reassurance. Trollope the raconteur, that's very good. Anthony Trollope the raconteur, I love it, White Stripes. Okay, so phone lines became hair. Raconteur with bard and orator, frills and frills. Okay, so let's see. Brimming. To the edge. This place is brimming with people. He was brimming with enthusiasm. He was brimming with happiness. Up to the top. Okay, but I think yes it does. I think it does supposed to be studying. Overloaded, that's good. Swarming with alarmed listeners, swarming with people. Absolutely, Bogdan. Overcrowded, too many people. Stuck, no, it is jammed. It's jammed, swarming with alarmed people. The phone lines became jammed. They stopped working because there were too many people trying to call. And that's the point. I'm supposed to be listening. I'm supposed to be studying. So we had jammed for Vitali, for Bogdan, for Diwash. We had jammed for Renyard and Adam as well. Overloaded is good from Yuri. Brimming is positive, brimming with energy, brimming with enthusiasm, brimming with interest, filled to the brim. Yeah, my heart is brimming with joy. Yeah, it's filled to the brim, to the edge of something. Brimming with is generally very positive. And filled to the brim, that's the idea. The line was jam-packed, filled to the brim, absolutely, Adam. The line was jam-packed. This influx, invasion, ingress, infiltration of calls may have convinced many journalists that the show was causing a nationwide panic. Back in the day, the KGB used to jam foreign radio stations, which was referred to as KGB jazz. Also phone lines, very definitely. Jamming. Jamming. I hope you like jamming too. No. Okay, so we've got influx from Oksana, from Bogdan, from Renyard. Influx from Studying and White Stripes and Adam and Diwash. Influx from Vitali. Jammed, crisscrossed, higgledy-piggledy. Yes, Patricia, definitely. So infiltration. You infiltrate, a spy infiltrates to go somewhere where you're not really wanted. Sveta goes for influx, good. Influx of refugees, money, optimism. Brimming with optimism. Ingress. To ingress is to go in, particularly to ingress into hospital. Yeah? Egress to go out, to ingress to go in. An invasion. The invasion of the body snatchers. No, influx. Very definitely an influx. A flow in. An influx. An explosion of calls. I love it. So, let's try the next one. Paste. Influx for K, for AK, a horde of calls. Horde talks about people. A horde of people. Brimming with tears, brimming with anger. I guess you're right, Alex, as well. Good to see you, Alex L. Soon the police turned on, turned down, turned up at the CBS studio, where the drama was being completed, fulfilled, achieved, performed, and a struggle broke out between the cops and the radio executives, who were desperately trying to prevent them bursting in and stopping the show. Yeah, my singing's horrendous. I quite agree with you, Vitali. Okay. Okay, so we've got turned up for White Stripes for Bogdan. Turned up for Vitali and Oksana. Turned up for Studying as well. Okay, so to turn up, to appear in a place where the drama was being performed by Diwash, performed by Vitali, performed by Bogdan, performed from Oksana, turned up, performed from Adam. Influx, tsunami, I love tsunami. Turned up, showed up would also fit. Definitely Renyard, that's correct. Turned up and performed for White Stripes, yeah? So to turn up. So let's see, we've got 19 people who have turned up today. Yeah, we'll probably have a few more turn up before I go. And then to perform, yeah, because they're performing a drama. To turn up, absolutely. Performed, enacted. Yeah, soon the police turned up. I like that. Yeah, they arrived. Where the drama was being enacted. It was taking place. It was being portrayed. Outflux. 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 It works, I guess. Influx, outflux. You could use the word outflux, Dewash. Rock up, turn up, show up, pitch up, roll up. I love it. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Whoops. Okay, efflux, that's the word. Thank you, White Stripes. Yeah, efflux. Okay, I still haven't pasted this. Halfway through. Okay. Wells, who was in the midst of the play, only realised the effect it was having because about middle way, between way, a midway, halfway, midpoint through, at the midpoint of, halfway. Yeah, so, efflux, outflux. Okay, so we've got halfway for Vitali, halfway for Bogdan, halfway through for Renyard, halfway for Oksana, and halfway for Dewash and AK, halfway for Adam, halfway for Sveta, outflow, midway through, yes, Patricia. Two F's. Efflux, efflux. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right as well, thank you. Okay, so, about halfway through, at the midpoint of... Okay, let's try another one then. Wow. Ingress and egress, yes. I was thinking of egress. Like midwife. The midwife gives birth to babies. Immediately after our show went off the air, Walter Winchell, who was on a rival network and had heard about how all the telephone lines had been jammed, went on his program of news commentary and said, "Mr. and Mrs. America, there is no origin, grounds, reasons, cause for alarm. America has not fallen. I repeat, America has not fallen." Middleman, go between. So we've got cause for White Stripes, grounds for Bogdan, cause for Dewash. Renyard goes for cause. Hold fire until he got himself sorted. Yeah, a little bit. So, cause, grounds. So, it's very... Okay, let's look at this. There's a reason why grounds... That's it, studying RN. Yes, cause for Patricia. Grounds says Adam. Look at this is. There is no... But no, but we've got this is stripes. There are no reasons. There are no grounds. Good morning, Manu. Buenos dias. Okay, but there is cause. Are grounds, are reasons, but is cause. Look at that is. There is no cause. There are no grounds. There are no reasons. There is no cause. So it's got to be cause. Yeah? Because it's singular. So, well done those of you who went for cause. Yes, it's a bit presumptuous, Vitaly. I quite agree. There is no cause. There is no cause for alarm. There are no grounds for exactly, Patricia. Yeah, absolutely. It is an R. Okay, and let's try at least one more. In the immediate origin or cause. Cause. It's the cause, Manu. In the immediate consequence, aftermath, outcome, ramifications, Welles and his team faced an intense backlash from the media and the government. There's no grounds. You can, but grammatically it's better. There are no grounds. There's no fear of. Yes. Okay. In the immediate consequence, aftermath, outcome, ramifications. Okay, so we've got aftermath for Vitaly, Diwosh, Bogdan and Manu. We've got ramifications for studying. Aftermath for Renyard. No grounds for alarm. I don't think I would either. There are no grounds for this case. There is no cause for alarm. Cause for alarm is a much better collocation, Alex. I quite agree. Okay, aftermath for Patricia. In the immediate outcome. You see, I would say, Oksana, the outcome of this was that. But the immediate outcome? No, the outcome is what happens long term. Aftermath is like for destructive, yes. I think I quite agree. In the immediate destruction, yes. Aftermath is a really good word in the Yuri. I quite agree with you. So let's see. We've got aftermath for Vitaly, Diwosh, Bogdan, Manu, for Renyard, for Patricia, and for Yuri. Outcome in the immediate outcome. I would say the, but without this in. In the aftermath. In the aftermath of this. After an earthquake, yeah, but after an event, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to just be in the aftermath of the war, the aftermath of the fire, the aftermath of the event. In the immediate aftermath, yes, very definitely. Okay, but notice, Oksana, they consider this to be quite a serious event, and that I think that's why aftermath fits quite nicely. No need for alarm. Yes, Patricia, definitely. The negative consequences in the aftermath. Yeah, the aftermath, the negative consequences of this were. Okay, let's try. One more, and then this will be the last one. So, not going to fit. Prescriptive grammar, there are no reasons. Descriptive grammar, there's no reasons. I agree with you, Vitaly. The same. Okay, the broadcast dominated the next day's newspaper headlines, with many journalists extrapolating from anecdotal accounts to make brushing, spacious, sweeping, panoramic, boundless claims of panic-stricken Americans. The storm's aftermath. An after English or an after physics. You do have an after party though, White Stripes. Okay, so we got sweeping claims from White Stripes, from Bogdan, from Oksana. We got sweeping from studying from Vitaly. Spacious. Spacious means very roomy. So he lives in a very spacious house, a spacious swimming pool. Sweeping for MJZ. Hi MJZ. Like a sweeping edge of a sword. Sweeping. To extrapolate. To take one or two pieces of of information and arrive at a conclusion from that. Extrapolate is where you've got 3 points on a graph and you draw a line. That's to extrapolate, to use a few little bits of data to come to a conclusion. Is brouhaha? Yes, it would have worked. In the brouhaha afterwards, in the aftermath of all the brouhaha. Yes, definitely, Alex, it works very nicely. To make panoramic claims, no, to make sweeping claims. Sweeping has a metaphorical meaning of profound, deep, across the board, a clean sweep. Sweeping for Patricia. Sweeping generalization, yes, Yuri. Sweeping, covering everything. Sweeping is a full sweep. Outstretched claims. Okay, let's see. Sweeping. He made sweeping claims. He made a sweeping statement that his English was perfect. Sweeping is something that covers many, many, many different things. The government had a sweeping victory in the election. They won nearly everything. It doesn't have to mean everything, but they won nearly all of the seats, most of the votes. Yes, extrapolating, inferring from, making inferences from. Sweeping, broad, extensive, that's good. Covering most of a sweeping victory, good. An after party is where you make out on or under the table in the woods with Woody Woodpecker. Yeah, the after party. A sweeping victory, an overwhelming victory. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop there. So let me put this here. And let's see. Next stream is on Thursday, which is going to be the 11th of January at 3:45 p.m. UK time. That's brilliant. So thank you all for coming. It's been great having you all. It's been fun as always. It's not been the easiest. I ought to put sweeping here in capitals. Woof. 2 or 3 years studying. There are hundreds of these. Have a look at the previous ones. Yeah. Okay, expressing their thoughts. But if you can express your thoughts in English, to me, Oksana, that is knowing a language, because you need a language to express what you think. And yeah, it can be embarrassing to express your thoughts. I can understand that as well, though, Oksana. So, thank you all for coming. Thank you, Yuri. Okay, so thank you, Yuri. Thank you, Oksana. Thank you, Sveta. Thank you, Renyard. Thank you, Vitali. Thank you, MJZ. Thank you, Vitali. Thank you, Oksana. Thank you, Supposed to Be Studying. Thank you, Bogdan. Thank you, MJZ. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, AK. Thank you, Alex L. Thank you, Vitali. Thank you, Renyard. Thank you, Manu. Who else do I thank? Thank you, Dewash. And thank you, White Stripes. And thank you, Patricia, very definitely. And who else? Thank you, AK. And who else have I missed? And thank you to anyone else who I may have missed. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Dewash. Thank you, White Stripes. Thank you, all of you.